Hello everyone, it's been a while. I had a pretty great weekend, so I decided to share some of what I've been up to, and as I'm sure you can tell by now, I've been mostly playing Mortal Kombat 11. It's the first real fighting game I've played, or tried to be competitive in anyway. So today I'll be showing you the last match I played. I think it was the 44th or 45th match I played on Sunday, to enter the God rank on the ladder and reclaim my 2.2k MMR along with top 1000 position on the ladder. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, I know some of you may not be familiar with this game or with fighting games in general, so I'll try to keep it simple at the start at least. I'm playing the character on the right, I'm playing Jade. My main playstyle is zoning, which a lot of people hate, which makes it very satisfying to me when they get tilted and I can kill them. Right now, at the start of this game, I am tilting my tits off because I was pretty sure I could crush this guy. He's playing Johnny Cage. That's a really strong character, but not against mine. And especially the variation he has picked is zoning variation, and no one outzones Jade in this game. But as you can tell, I'm basically doing absolutely everything wrong. I think right around this point is when I finally started waking up, but as you can tell, even if you don't understand what fighting games are about, when one guy is at 14 HP and the other one is at 700, the one with 700 is going to win, let's say 99% of the time. Thankfully for me, by round 2 I was finally awake. The Johnny Cage keeps wanting to trade projectiles with me. I finally started ducking some of his high attacks. As you can tell, I still overextend and enter melee range, where he's much better than me. His buttons are better than mine anyway. But I still have some common sense. I try to create some space. Basically, the simple way to understand this matchup is, as long as we're at mid-range or further away, I'm winning, and as soon as he gets me in a corner or gets really close to me and it's his turn, he's winning. As you can tell, we basically traded 2 very uneven rounds. He fucked me up in the first one and I got some good blows in the second. And of course that means we have to play the third. But by this point I think I have some of his timing down. He still got a pretty sneaky row into me right now, and it's clearly his turn. He's fucking me up, he's getting me in the corner, so right now I'm very worried he's going to fuck me up. I let him hit me, which was a big mistake, but I finally managed to create some distance. And like I said, as soon as I create some distance, the game is under my control. As you can tell, I managed to run away and then went back in like a fucking idiot. He gets me back in the corner, so right now I can still lose this round. The HP is really close. I hit a wrong button again. I'm trying everything I can to confuse him. I jump forward and back all the time. Now, as you can tell, these 2 red bars are called fatal blows, and I managed to hit mine. This is a total noob mechanic, but what can I say? Sometimes you have to win the round. So, game 2 time. To win in ranked, you have to win 2 games, or 2 sets, call it whatever you like. You have to win 4 rounds within 2 games. So, at this point I was pretty sure I was going to win. This guy didn't switch. When you lose in Mortal Kombat, you can switch your character, and because he didn't switch, I was very confident. As you can tell, arrogance is a bitch. He got me in the corner and fucked me up. I lost most of my HP almost immediately before the game even started. That's what arrogance does, kids. Don't be arrogant like me. Anyway, Johnny Cage is literally my easiest matchup right now, so I was too confident, clearly. I still thought I could win the round at this point. 140 HP is more than enough to win the round if I stop making stupid mistakes, but I didn't duck his kick. I could have ducked and survived. I just like I did right now and punished him. Basically, the game definitely wasn't over. Here I used my fatal blow really early because my thought process is I'm trying to tilt this guy. If I can steal away the first round after he basically started 1000 HP against my 140, I thought I could instantly win the game if I tilt him, but it didn't work out. Once again, I don't duck the kick. I duck the projectile, but I eat the kick because I'm an idiot. Basically, if I just ducked a few more times, I could have stolen this round and crushed him 2-0, but that's not what happens. So, here I go in with a very unsafe move, but he replies with also an unsafe move. Now this one, the one he does overhead, is actually safe and gives him frame advantage. Frame advantage is when it's still your turn. But right now we're both hitting a bunch of wrong buttons. He's actually playing much better than me this game, I'm not gonna lie. I'm running out of space basically, so I start doing more and more risky stuff to get out if I can. But my guesses aren't good enough. I go for some sketchy plays right now. I use the Shroud, which makes me immune to projectiles, so once again I'm trying my best to turn this around. At this point I'm still thinking that if I can steal away this round, I can basically win the third, but he really outplays me right here, and I'm about to throw the game in, let's see, 3, 2, 1, here comes the throw. Finisher. So, final game. At this point, I was just a little worried. As you can tell, at the start of the game, I didn't even hit a button. That's what Tilt does get. After you're arrogant and throw against your easiest matchup in the game, there are 30 characters in this game, and I was thinking to myself, what if I lose to the only one I'm good against? Anyway, as you can tell, he's starting to hit some wrong buttons as well. The pressure is getting to both of us. I think he was trying to enter Demigod, and this was my God promo game, of course, so both of us had something at stake. As you can tell, he has me in the corner again, but the HP is much closer than some of the previous games. Both of them, basically. I paid the bar right now to get away from him, but he immediately gets a throw off, and I guess the wrong direction. He once again uses the kick to close the gap, but I basically guessed correctly that he's going to duck block, and my fatal blow is extremely fast, and it's an overhead. And as long as you're blocking low, the overhead kills you. So right now I start off the third game around the head, which is insane, and I also have full screen right now, which is a huge advantage for Jade. Basically, he's screwed. He has to do a lot of great plays to close the gap and get back control of the game. So, control is completely mine right now. As you can tell, some failed inputs. Occasionally a projectile doesn't come out, but the important thing is to keep distance. Right now he gets tilted, so he hits the overhead. This is an extremely unsafe move by me. Also an unsafe kick follow-up, but I think he's just tilted at this point. The HP bar is too big for me. There's basically nothing he can do. The counter tilt is real. I'm going to win this game basically no matter what, and here come the final projectiles and the BM fatality. I finally achieved God after 7 seasons of being a lazy little shit. Fatality. This was a pretty brief video, and I'm just honestly so happy I finally got into God, because I was genuinely so fucking lazy the past couple of seasons. And I'm finally happy I did it. I thought it was going to be a lot easier. It took me about 200 games to get in there, and I think by the end I had like 54% win rate. Thank fuck I also had to only play against Johnny Cage to get into God. It took about 7 hours and 45 games on Sunday, but the important part is that I got in. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I can't promise anything for more videos, but as you can tell, I'm really enjoying Mortal Kombat. I've played it for almost a year now, so maybe more videos for Mortal Kombat, or maybe I disappear for a couple of months again. In any case, thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you on the next video, whatever the fuck that is. Bye.